Hello, today we are going to discuss the significance of the cellar scene in the novel The Shadow Lines written by Amitav Ghosh. The cellar scene or the underground room scene has its own importance in the novel since it reveals the complexes lying in the mind of Ila and also the views of different persons about Ila, who occupies the central place till she remains on the stage. The narrator and Ila meet in the house of Mrs. Price and play house under the table, presuming that they are in the cellar. Ila becomes the wife and the narrator plays the role of the husband. Both of them design the house, but Ila has a greater say. As the narrator points out, that merely lines on the ground cannot make a house. She scolds him, saying, "You are stupid. If we pretend it's a house, it will be a house. We can choose to build a house wherever we like." Unquote. Again, she rejects the narrator's proposal to build a veranda at a place because she has already earmarked this place for Magda's room. Magda is Ila's doll, almost as big as Ila, with pink cheeks and snow white arms, bright gold hair, and blue eyes. Magda is turned into a baby since the house should have a baby also, but she's not a small baby. She's a school-going girl. He and the narrator are grown-ups and Magda is their baby. She presumes it is morning and she is changing her dress. The narrator is sexually excited by the sight of a naked girl standing very close to him. He wants to feel the velvety hardness of the bump with his tongue. He is already under the spell of Ila's beauty. On earlier occasions too, he was struck by her beauty. But this kind of infatuation between children, according to Hindu culture, is prohibited, and children should not be allowed to be left to themselves in such privacy. Ila and the narrator are cousins, in fact. They have to maintain the honor of their relations, the sanctity of their relations. The narrator is aware of the delicacy of the situation. When he met her in Calcutta, he was almost bewitched by her beauty. The sexually charged narrator tries hard to contain his emotions because he knows that his relationship with Ila does not permit him to cross the limit. As he says, "I push myself away from her along the floor, for I cannot let her see me like this, not for shame, but merely to preserve my friendship with her. For I know that between us there lies a checkerboard of relationships in which I have been given the place of a cousin, a favorite perhaps, but still a cousin and nothing more." Unquote. Somehow, Ila does not feel infatuation for the narrator. On a Christmas Eve, Mrs. Price invited him to a small family dinner. He had to stay with them in the night because there were whirlpools of snow blowing against the window. He was left with Ila. The narrator felt the passion rising in him. She was in a thin blouse, and he could see the outline of her breasts and even the shadow of the mole above her nipple. These incidents go to show that Ila does not even think, as he does, of anything beyond legitimate relationship. Perhaps that is the reason that their relation remained undesecrated. Magda goes to school where all of them, girls, boys, even the teachers, stare at her because they have not seen anyone as beautiful as she. They had never seen such deep blue eyes, nor cheeks as pink and healthy and smiling as hers. But her classmate Janice is jealous of her because she is very ugly. The novelist introduces the problem of such children as are bereft of their mother's care. Janice didn't have a mother to wash her hair for her. Her mother had left her and ran away to Australia. Naturally, Janice is a neglected child. Her skin was a dirty ice cream pail and grainy and peppered with black heads. Even the teacher shuddered every time she looked at Denise. Denise is least like a girl. She is a terror even to the boys. She once knocked out a boy's teeth with a punch. Magda's teacher praised her for her knowledge of the language and handwriting. Denise fails to swallow it. She beats Magda and Nick does not come to her rescue. It is in fact the story of Ila herself. She has to go to school with Nick, who does not want to be seen with an Indian girl. Though Ila says that Magda is saved by Nick, but May Price, who is in her home, says, I happened to be at home on that day, and I know that Nick didn't stop to help her. He ran all the way back. Nick has never been kind and nice to Ila, yet Ila has so much love for him that she marries him and refuses to leave him even if he continues his illicit relations with other women. This scene, known as the cellar scene, presents the problem of adolescents. They are likely to go astray very soon. Therefore, it is the duty of the parents to keep an eye on them and guide them whenever necessary. It is also presented that the children, like Janice, who are bereft of parental love, become jealous and violent. It is a problem of many children in England and other European countries because marriages are as soon broken as they are made in those countries. Let people take lesson that marital relationship goes a long way in building the character of the children. Thank you.